In this video, I would like to share with you my thoughts on 13 best items that you can realistically get from looking for raid from Aberrus the Shadowed Crucible LFR. Yes, you can open your adventure guide and take a look at the list of items, but what's the fun in that? How about I will just tell you my opinion for all specs in the game, for all classes in the game. Now, let's first establish what is out of scope. What are we not discussing today? So the obvious things. First of all, we are not discussing just pure filling in the gaps in your gear, such as I need a weapon, who drops a weapon? We're not talking about that. That's boring. That's just putting in gear with higher item level into a slot on your character. We also are not talking about the new rumored, well, pretty much confirmed legendary for Dracthea that is coming in 10.1.5. We are not talking about that legendary. It's going to be expensive. It will take ages to get, so it's not attainable item right now. We are also not talking, point number 3, about recipes for crafters that drop from LFR, and a lot of other places, and they are certainly going to make some crafters very happy, but I'm not interested in that. We are not talking about those. We are also not talking about set gear and synthesizing fluids that are dropping from some of the LFR bosses that can synthesize certain gear, any gear virtually, from Aberrus the Shadowed Crucible, and set pieces. Why we're not talking about this? Because it's obvious and everyone needs a set piece. This is kind of boring. I would say boring and obvious. Now, on to the items that I believe we need to all hunt for, and something that I am interested in, something that keeps me motivated, and hopefully it will keep you motivated too. In wing number 1 of LFR, from Khazara, we all want the dragon scale, the screaming black dragon scale trinket. First of all, it has amazingly cool effect of wings. I do not have it right now on any of my characters, so I cannot demonstrate it to you, but I very much want it. It's a rare drop from the first boss. I recommend that if you're very time poor, your bonus recommendation, my friend, from me today, is going to be to, if you're very time poor, take every single alt that can go into LFR at least through Khazara, just for the chance to get that dragon scale trinket. That is going to be a DPS trinket. It's going to make you look cool. You're going to feel very, very happy and motivated to play a little bit more. Also from Khazara, if you are a tank, you may want to consider to get the Enduring Dreadplate trinket, which apparently is seeming pretty well, but I'm not a min-maxer, so I'm not going to speculate further on this, but apparently it's a decent tanking trinket, maybe not high-end, but kind of mid-level, mid-tier sort of stuff. Will help you all around to become a little better equipped tank. Then from the second boss in Wing 1, Amalgamation, the Shadow and Fire Amalgamation thing, the second boss, we are definitely looking for, again, trinkets, spoiler alert, we're looking for the Pocket Anvil. The name of the thing is the Elementium Pocket Anvil trinket, which is for melee DPS, including survival hunters that I happen to be playing right now, in case you're interested. It's a kind of an awesome trinket. It's not a bad stat trinket, at the same time has a pretty good effect on use for this thing. You can take a look at it in the journal in the game if you would like to have a more proper read. Also, Amalgamation is dropping a Vessel of Shadow. It is a Vessel of Searing Shadow trinket, which is a trinket for DPS, for casters. It is also not bad. I think it's a pretty decent item to have. And finally, from the final boss of the Wing 1 of LFR, from the experiments, you can get Ominous Chromatic Essence. This Ominous Chromatic Essence is another trinket, which apparently, again, I'm hearing that it's seeming quite well. So if you're a DPS and if you are looking for the next target for something to try and get, that's another not bad item. Wing 2, the Assault of the Zakali, the first boss, will give you a strength-based trinket. It's basically a strength-based harpoon. It's called Zakali Chaos Grapnel. It's not bad. It's a pretty cool on-use effect. It will launch you into a crowd, and it is supposed to do quite a bit of damage. So that is not bad. I have my eyes on that for my say Retribution Paladin. Now, second painful boss of Wing 2 of LFR, and you can take a look at my casual friendly LFR guide for Wing 2 if you would like further information. Rashok. From Rashok, we can get, yes, we can get the another trinket, which is for healers, the Molten Heart of Rashok, or whatever it's called, which looks okay to me, but doesn't make me too excited. But what does make me excited, and let's be honest, other than the Screaming Black Dragon Scale very rare trinket from Khazara, this is the second item that truly makes me excited. It is called Jaroon, the polearm, the agility-based polearm for druids, for monks, for survival hunters. It is an amazing with a non-use effect. It looks great. It's a weapon with some green text on it. Let's just level here. I think it will make anyone with a heartbeat who plays World of Warcraft quite excited. That is the first weapon that we are going to be going for. Second boss of Wing 2. And believe it or not, the third boss of Wing 2, yeah, Zkan, does not, in my humble opinion, drop anything exciting. Once again, he will drop some synthesizing fluids and other kind of stuff for you to probably look for, but it is not an exciting boss in terms of the gear, getting gear from him. Now, speculatively, Wing 3 will include the Echo of Neltharion and Magmarax. If they are going to isolate Sarkareth into Wing 4 like they did with Razageth, but maybe they will keep Sarkareth in Wing 3. Don't know. So we have 3 more bosses. Magmarax drops Igneous Flowstone DPS trinket, agility and intelligence trinket, which looks okay, but in all honesty, I kind of almost was contemplating of not including Magmarax's drop in here in this list because it doesn't really truly makes me excited. What makes me excited and what is a number 3 massive big thing in this list is Ashkanda, the Fall of the Brotherhood, that all strength-based two-hand wielding classes are going to kill for, quite literally. So our Death Knights are going to be all fighting over it, our Retribution Paladins, our Warriors are going to absolutely, you know, sell their souls for this. It looks good, it has an awesome proc, yeah, it's just awesome. I want it, and I don't even play that much of a two-hander wielding DPS these days, and I genuinely want it. Echo of Neltharion also drops Ward of the Faceless Eye trinket, which is okay, but is mentioned here more for, hey, you're there, you might as well be excited about getting a trinket, but you are there for Ashkanda. Let's not really fool ourselves. And final boss of LFR, Aberrus the Shadowed Crucible, is going to be Sarkareth. Sarkareth will have a very rare drop, a Voice of the Silent Star clock, with a very interesting, intricate proc that you can spend some time reading on in the journal. I can't be bothered reading it right now for you in this unscripted video, but it's an interesting cloak, and I think a lot of people will boast of having it, and maybe it will seem actually very, very high because it steals certain stat from the other characters, gives it to you, boosts your stat, blah blah blah, all of that. When it comes to boosting the stats rather than just doing some massive damage in one go, I don't know. I'm not that excited, but I recognize that that probably is something that people will be falling over for. And then there is also Sarkareth drops Beacon to the Beyond, which is not bad, but again doesn't make me personally too excited. Mentioned here for as an honorable mention because it is probably an interesting item. And certainly everyone, just like with Razageth, is going to be hoping to get that very rare Drake customization, Highland Drake customization. And that is it, my friends. That is 13 items that right now, progressively looking towards the Wing 3 opening soon, Wing 2 already being open, we can already start hunting for that Jaroon Polearm, we can already start killing Khazara on all of our alts. So if this serves as a little bit of another nudge for your alts, for what to gear, what to hunt for, what to be a little bit excited about, I'm very happy to oblige. I'm very happy to be of service. If this was a little bit of uplifting, a little bit of encouraging video for you, please give the video a like so that more of fellow altoholics and casual players see it. The more of us here, the merrier, as always. And I'll be speaking with you about something else, World of Warcraft, or very soon Diablo 4. Yes, shameless plug for Diablo 4. I will continue playing World of Warcraft. I am looking forward to 10.1.5 patch, but it's a fair bit away, maybe a month, maybe 2 months away, that patch. In the meantime, I am excited about Diablo, and I would like to welcome anyone who would like to play more than one game, couple of games like I will be playing, into Diablo 4. So yes, let's regroup soon, and I'll be speaking with you again next week about something else. Bye for now.
Pushback incoming. Watch your step.